time for a quick explanation breakdown of that time lapse. Thank God for time lapse, because that is magic. We were able to compress 3 weeks, 2 months worth of work into just 3 minutes. So anybody out there that knows how this works, this is a tedious work, mainly because there are no flat areas. I'm going to show you. Hold on. Bay is really pain in the ass to sand. There's no really solid flat areas. All the flat areas, I used the flat 3-inch sander to 6-inch sander, but I want to say 75% of it was all by hand. All these little areas, of course, all these corner areas has to be all by hand. We get as all the flat areas best we can with the sander, but yeah, enough of that. What we had done, I started off sanding this, which was on a previous video. I don't know, I'm kind of weird like that. I had to start on one small area just to get the ball rolling, just so I can force myself to come out here. It's really difficult for me to get out here. But then after that, I started hitting everything with 80 grit. Welded all the holes, all the unnecessary holes. I left some. I'm gonna leave these and plug those. Leave these. I'm not really too big on flushing everything. I'm just trying to make it look like OEM, but better, more up to date, a 2.0 version. But yeah, all this, and this is gonna get seam sealed, so don't worry. I didn't put body filler in between the seams and the metal. I just kind of cleaned it up because there was gouges everywhere from the previous work. And once I get in primer and block everything out, I'm gonna throw a nice perfect seam sealer, just tape it down, run it through here. So I'm gonna keep it OEM. Well, not exactly OEM. Gonna be cleaner than OEM. OEM, they just kind of slop it on like this, which this is still good. I might leave it or replace it. I'm not too sure yet. But everything else, like here against the firewall, I stripped the seam sealer. It actually didn't need to be stripped, but since I was at it, I was like, you know what? We'll cut it off and I'll re-seam seal it to match the cleaner ones. I'm gonna make them match like a real nice clean, maybe a 1/2-inch line. I'm not really big on the whole welding it all the way through and making it look like one piece. I mean, it looks nice and clean, but I prefer this look with the seam sealer. Gives it that updated look, 2.0 engine bay, nice and clean. But I'm rambling on. Yeah, everything's looking really good. It's not a lot of filler, if you're wondering. It's just really thin coats of filler. All the areas that got welded up, it'll only need to maybe like 1.5 mil just to skim it over, make it look a little bit even, not completely even like you would want on the bodywork on a car. But the engine bay would be just fine. You can feel little waves in here, which is not from body filler. This whole thing's not straight, so it doesn't matter. Everything is welded up. And this, they did a hack job, like I said in the last video. I cleaned it up, and that's gonna get seam sealed also. So don't worry, but we are getting there. Quick update, that's all this is, all right? I will be making a YouTube short video, probably a couple seconds long, just for this little area that I promised I was gonna show how I did it. You know, we usually heat it up, you can sandblast it off, but for a DIY guy who's trying to save money, you know, people heat it up and use putty knives and scrape it off. I'm gonna show you a different way on a little YouTube short. It's gonna be nice and easy. But, just wanna say thank you for watching this little update. We are getting there. I just can't wait to put this bad boy in there and hopefully it runs. You know, with the engine stuff, there's always something that comes up. Yeah, but enough of that. I want to say I appreciate you guys for even watching and clicking on this. Thanks for staying tuned on this EG build. All right, catch you guys later.